Hey guys, it is Holiday Monday here in Canada called Victoria Day, and I decided to come out to Oshawa and eat at Lakeview Burgers.
Lakeview Burger, Ken. How difficult is it for you to read? It is right there in black, white, and red.
Some of you guys have been around long enough to know that I've been here, I think 3 times. I think I've made 2 or 3 videos. One of their bacon wrapped. Their bacon wrapped deep fried poutine, which almost stopped my heart. Thanks, Lakeview. And then I came back and did their double, I always forget what it was called. It's basically 2 grilled cheese sandwiches with a burger in between. And both of those videos did really well. I've also eaten here other than making videos, just because the food is phenomenal. And they've got 20 different poutines.
Yes, you have made 3 videos prior to the most recent one. The name of the grilled cheese deluxe was right on the damn window behind you. Although I'm shocked you actually got the restaurant name right on the deep fried Christmas video. Not sure I would consider 2 of the videos as doing really well though. Also, please quit trying to say poutine with what I can only imagine you feel is an amazing French accent. Your face just says it all.
And yeah, so that food was awesome. Made that video. Gotta get home and edit it today. I thought I'd show some of you guys who are new to the channel some of the gear that I use. So the camera that I'm shooting on right now is one of these, and I'll put it on a suction cup like this, and then I'll hang it upside down on the windshield, and then you can flip the footage inside the camera before you start shooting if you want. You can also flip it in post.
Oh boy, just what we all didn't want. A video of Ken showing us his bag of gear. I think the view count speaks for itself. Surprised you didn't show us how a suction cup works, Ken.
And then I'm starting to use, I used to use 2 other kind of lights. I used to use this light a lot, but it only lasts about 30 minutes. And basically it was designed for surfers because it's waterproof housing, and you could suction cup it to your surfboard, and then you'd have a light on your surfboard if you're surfing near dusk or in the morning or whatever. But because it always probably falls off the windshield more than ever, because even though I get new ones, depending on the weather and all that stuff, if the windshield's cold, it'll fall off. So the suction cup isn't that great, but it's nice and small.
That's what she said.
Michael, please.
There he is.
Please.
Mwah!
There he is. Come on.
So, why not find a better suction cup? Or a better mounting system, like perhaps a clip? It's funny to see you yell at the light when it would fall off, so on second thought, keep it as it is, please. I beg of you, Ken.
And that's why I bought this one. I bought this because it's nice and small.
That's what she said.
Michael, please.
There he is.
Please.
Mwah!
There he is. Come on.
Do you hear that a lot, Ken?
But it's expensive because it's underwater camera or underwater light. So I bought this light, which lasts way longer, but it's not as small. As you can see, the profile. Whoops. Let me get that. Hang on.
And they were going to get out of their car, and I can't get around this person. And she stopped again, and then stopped again. Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my mind. Oh my God. Oh boy.
I'm shocked you didn't explode for your clumsiness there, Ken. It seemed like a wasted Ken Rage moment.
So when you're aiming the light at you, look, the profile is quite large, and then trying to hang that here is difficult. So I always kept that off to this side, aimed at this side of my head, but obviously near the windshield. And that's not bad. And this one lasts like 4 hours, I believe. And again, I'd have that with a suction cup mount. This is a Wendy's wrapper that helps dissolve the light a little bit, diffuse the light a little bit. Sorry about that.
Too cheap to actually spend money on a proper diffuser, so you resort to using a food wrapper?
So because this light doesn't last very long and it kind of made me kind of rush through my food reviews instead of just relaxing getting it done, I decided to start using the lights that I use for my live shows, because they go for about 4.5 hours depending on how bright they are. So let me get this camera out and I'll show you the setup from this angle. So this is kind of what I'm looking at, and the button to turn it on is just right there. So that is the difference. This is my really good suction cup mount. Then I got one of these half decent arms, articulating arms. Only have to unscrew this, and then the whole thing kind of disables itself.
See, you have a really good suction cup, so you could have just saved so much time by saying the light is expensive but sucks as it doesn't have a big beefy battery, so it doesn't last long, but instead you milk this for time.
Let me show you. I'll shut it off. Oh, let's go to this camera for a second, just to show you the difference in lighting. So whether it's hard shadows when it's sunny out or it's soft shadows like it's now, this light comes in super handy.
Perhaps you could reach out to Jeffree Star and see if he will give a YouTuber discount on a palette of his makeup.
It's on full, it's on outdoor lighting, and that's the difference between that and that. It just adds, it's like the with icing on the cake kind of thing.
The glare, man. You're not really going to show us how the articulating arm mechanism works, right?
So let's switch to that camera and I'll show you. When you undo this screw, the whole thing gets all flexible and wobbly, and then you can put it to any configuration you want. You just do that one thing and it's done. You don't have to do one here, here, and here. The whole thing is all controlled by this one, by this one screw spot, and then you just gotta sometimes move this around depending on if you want it to bend in certain directions. So, and this comes off like that. Peel off your rubber, and you're all done.
Stick a fork in me, Jerry. I'm done.
It's all so unnecessary. You'll have multiple lights, but you get rid of the multiple cameras?
Let's unscrew that. Unscrew this from my light. I'd rather my articulating arm fall than my light. And then I put everything back in its special protective cases. Take it home. When I get home, I'll make sure I plug everything in immediately. There's that one. There is... I have a backup camera. Let me shut this camera off. So this is my vlogging camera. This one is my camera 1. And then I also have a backup camera 3.
So the backup camera is really just the secondary camera that you got too lazy to utilize anymore, as you figure, why give your audience any more than your minimal effort?
And so I'm going to take that off, put it back in its case, put that back in here. This protects the case from getting scratched, and the case protects my camera from getting smashed. So that's why I do that like that. At the end of my shoot, I'll articulate this arm into the shape that I want it to conform to, which I like on this angle. Like that. It fits into my bag best like this. Perfect. It can fold up a little bit more, but I've discovered it fits perfectly just like that.
Blah, 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 blah.
Sometimes less is more, Ken. However, Ken just has to show us or he might die. We always wanted to know how you packed your gear bag up, Ken. We were all dying to know this rather useless information.
So I'm going to put that camera away and we'll be done. Again, this short little vlog just to end off this video, to end off my food video. Again, it's quite rainy out. It's still raining out, it's still raining. So time to go home, edit the food video. Hope you enjoyed this small little impromptu vlog of me kind of tidying up and getting ready to head back to work and edit and get up the food video.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I think that summed up how we all felt. As I alluded to earlier, this was just Ken wanting to put up another useless vlog video, as he hasn't had anything to go up on the channel in the past several weeks. And I'm sure the reduced revenue from that channel is making him sangry. Sad and angry. I'm shocked he didn't once mention his 48-hour fast was now underway. Absolutely shocked. However, that aside, I once again humbly ask that you consider subscribing to the channel, tossing a like on the video, leaving a comment with any feedback, suggestions, questions, etc., and just remember to always question what Ken does or says. This has been another Ken Domik Dissemination Expose. Thanks for watching. Until next time, KDDE out.
Talk to you guys later.